What up, everybody, man? How y'all doing, man? Starting my show a new way today. This will be the new thing from now on. Song of the day. We have Akeem Ali. Song title was Water, featuring T.I. and Franchise. I hope y'all enjoy it. I want to get it out the way now, so YouTube can not fuck me for the rest of my show. All right? Be back with y'all in a minute. It's about 3.5 minutes long. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you love it. I've been banging it all day. It's about a year old, but it's new to me. So here we go.
Bitch, my steez on beam, sicker than gangrene. That's that water. Bitches be high faded, some of them dehydrated, think they need some water. Ooh. Jumping in that motherfucking water. Some of them dehydrated.
Pimpin' perpendicular, cool as an air conditioner. Authentic original, Maybach with the partition up. Venetian architecture, speaking Spanish in Valencia. Bring the big picture to life and fucking Da Vinci up. 2 players, savoir faire the damage. Purer than the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Get you out that photo Honda up a couple commas. Put it on her, make her wanna be a baby mama. See, first the admiration, lead to flirtations. These skirts race. I run faster cause I know if they catch me, they skirts race. She know I'm liquid. Watch it activate their aquatics. Tell them I got no intentions in staying. I'm being honest. She making salty comments. I go to leave, she go to pulling on me. Baby, life too short. If it ain't right for you, don't waste a minute on it. Cut running over, let me get it on you. Ain't on my type of time, I'ma get the getting on you. Get this wholesome.
Water. Bitch, my steez on beam, sicker than gangrene. That's that water. Bitches be high faded, some of them dehydrated, think they need some water. Ooh. Jumping in that motherfucking water. Some of them dehydrated. Water.
Chisel, tell her dive in. Swim, I can hydrate psoriasis so your dry skin. You can check the drip I provide, how my ride glide in. You wouldn't have seen this at a movie drive in with wide lens. Elevated, this was written in black and white. Segregated, hella faded. Sip Cadillacs till something get escalated. Prayed it, manifested it, fasted, even meditated. So sending me with that same energy as if I never made it. We came from poverty, 9 niggas owning property, but still got homies living as villains committing robberies. And I can't wait to tell them retire from home invasion and put the mask away like a pandemic vaccination. You getting jealous, all while your bitch develop a fetish. Your best to get her before I steal her. Jerome Bettis, real recognize real and you looking real prosthetic. This that top tier dressing like vinaigrette over lettuce. This that
water. Bitch, my steez on beam, sicker than gangrene. That's that water. Bitches be high faded, some of them dehydrated, think they need some water. Ooh. Jumping in that motherfucking water. Some of them dehydrated.
I got sauce over my asses, can't be breaded like a baguette. I'm still dripping flavor packets. My bitch skin complexion khaki. She ain't freaky, then I delete her. Cause hella freeze if he need her. A vegan in the streets, but between the she a meat eater. Ooh, I got my own steez, I don't follow that. The bottles get popped until niggas wasted like a Grand Theft Auto deal. I got bitches on 2 arms. Billy Goat is my true form. Tell them don't stop and pop that pussy until it's lukewarm. My swag on rigor mortis, I'm half dead. Bitches look at Ali and see boobs, so we get it cracking like crab legs. I'm on another wave, shifting shit is dripping like butter glaze. And still at the top of these niggas' necks like some struggle braids. My whole style on dope, I'm taking meds. Even handicapped bitches be trying to shoot, they shot at me. I tell them break a leg. Hey, this these talk, shit get dragged on like Komodo. They have to flock, this shit just came out the box like a hobo. This that
water.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? Raider Nation for life. What it do? How y'all doing, man? That was the song of the day. Akeem Ali, Water, featuring T.I. and Franchise. If you liked it, go hit Brody up on YouTube. Like, subscribe, download his music. Brody got fire. You know what I mean? He got fire. If you have suggestions for a song of a day, hit me in the DMs on IG. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a listen to it. And you know what? Hey, you might make song of the day. Your contribution to the show might be song of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, you have pulled in to Life of the Nation. We are here to rep the nation. Everything silver and black. And that's how we're going to do it. So let's get into the show.
The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17.
Did you miss me? What's good with you, Raider Nation, man? How is everybody, man? 50 billion things in the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated, more than I could verbally express. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at greatness right about now. You know what I mean? We are sitting first place. Yes, we are first place all by ourselves, 1-0 in the division, 1-0 in the division. Ladies and gentlemen, I got two great, wonderful, special people here to help me tonight, talk with me tonight, break down some of the things we saw yesterday and what it is we could be looking for in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, first one I want to bring up, as I always refer to him, the James Brown of Raider Nation. He is the hardest working man in YouTube that I know. He is a beat writer. He's a columnist. He is a owner of multiple channels, one being Unphiltered Truth, the other one being the Combat Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for my homeboy, my friend, the man with the dreads, Mr. Phil Robinson. What's up with your Philly Phil?
What's happening? Look, you got better at this whole introduction thing. Look at you. That was good. Shoot, I was ready to clap for myself after that.
Hey, man. Hey, such a chocolate, man. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest tonight to host with me as well. I don't really refer to him as guest. I refer to him as co-host. We've done so many shows together, me, Phil, and this gentleman right here. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the go-to guy for all your outdoor needs when it comes to camping or fishing. He can advise you on what it is you need to do. He is also the CEO of one of the most healthiest snacks in the world. I venture to say you'll see it in stores with his face in the next 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, the inventor of brown crackers, also the newest member of MarTwuan Network and the host of a great show, my boy, the one, the only, Mr. Raider Twuan. What's good with you, Twuan?
Hey, what's good? I'm on the same thing. I'm like, what's up with the intro? I feel like I need to, come out the Jumbotron or something like that,
Hey man, I'm trying to get back into what I started. You know what I mean? And nobody was giving intros before me, bro. It wasn't nobody giving no intros before me. Let's just keep it real. Let me get into my Stephen A. Let's just keep it real. There wasn't nobody doing this before.
What? Nobody was doing intros.
Nobody was giving the intros like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am the king of intros when it comes to intros. People want me to speak at their funerals because of the way I bring people in. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? You want to get that sayonara sent off. You want to make sure that everybody knew your legacy was good, that your name was good in the hood, from the lowest low to the highest top of the mountaintops, baby. It was all about how Philly Phil came in and got down and spilt it at your funeral. So your ex baby mama be talking about the good old days, and your current one will forget that she hated both of y'all.
People want me to do eulogies out this bitch. They want me to move the crowd. They want the crowd to feel it. They want the tears to flow. They want the hands to clap.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because Dyrti Red was best to ever do it. Don't you ever?
Dyrti Red best to ever do it.
Best to ever do it.
Well, that he the next Lennon Bruce.
That boy good.
He good. He the next Lennon Bruce. I love that doo-doo line. That boy got talent.
That boy good.
Oh man. So I appreciate both you brothers being here, man. Before we jump into the show, man, if there's people watching that don't know who you are, man, can you please introduce yourself? Let them know what it is you got going on, what it is you do, where they can find you. I mean, we'll do it at the end of the show too, but I want people to know who you are before they start listening in.
My name is Phil Robinson III. I am registered digital media for the NCAA and NFL. I also have been to MMA events. I co-produce the Combat Lounge, hosted by Kay Morehouse and truly Tony Morrow. Both of those guys are doing their thing individually. Kate in the MMA realm and Tony out there in Vegas, covering anything that's going on in Vegas. He's got you laced up. He's the new king of Vegas sports media out there. Y'all just ain't discovered him yet. But if you follow him and continue to support his content and watch him grow, Tony does amazing things. But what do? I write for the Raider Ramble, as Dyrti said. I've been doing it for years. I've been published. You've seen my writing is nationwide. In fact, you could even Google me. It's amazing. I love saying that. Google me. And I host, co-produce, and star on with my boy Phil Jones, the Unfiltered Truth. We give it to you raw and uncut because you deserve better. And for too long, people have lied to you, pissed on your head, called it rain, and it made an excuse for losing play. And we ain't never done that. Said we hold everybody accountable. I'll tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. And when you stop and realize it, you'll come back and say, you know what, Phil, you were right. Dyrti does it all the time.
You just had to throw me on the bus, huh? You take a shot at me? You heard that? Take a shot at me? Twuan, man, let the people know who you are, what you all about, what you got going on.
Hi, my name is Raider Twuan. I like brown crackers.
What?
There we go.
No, I was like, hello world. My name is Raider Twuan. Twuan, whatever you want to call me. I am actually the chaplain of the NWA. Crazy old me is the chaplain of the NWA. But also just chaplain for everybody in the nation. Definitely, if you need prayer, definitely hit me up on IG at Twuan, TWUAN. But my channel is actually Raider football, motivation, a little bit of basketball later on, but definitely it is going to be Raider football, motivation. And right now I'm actually doing solo lives. I'm also doing collaborations such as you see today. And also I co-host with another great friend of mine who is Eric from the SC Experience. And we will actually be live Thursday in regards to Raiders football. So 2 for 1 nation.
Another show hosted by N1 Network.
So
NWA Network, another NWA content creator. I tell you, I only bring you the best. All right. I try to only bring you the best. You know, now if they don't want to be here, that's on them. But all that is inside of N1, I'm telling you, hands down, is the best thing you will see on YouTube when it comes to Raider football. Aside from maybe 3 other people, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you who they are. The people I give some respect to. That would be our boy, the one and only Samoan Raider, him and Mr. Fitz, Raider Honcho, and Raider Tate. I respect those 3 brothers, you know what I mean, to the fullest. I love what they do. I still rock with them. And yeah, everybody else cool. But if you're looking for something on the level of what N1 can bring to you, those will be the 3 people outside of N1 that could bring you this level of work. So shouts out to them. Appreciate them. Much respect to all 3 of them brothers. I ain't never had a problem with none of them. So love them to death. So let's get into what it is we saw yesterday. Now, I know I had a show last night. I had some guests on last night. I had the conversation with JT Gravy, my boy Raider Gabe, and Hardcore Raider were my guests last night. I got their opinions, I got their views. I locked it in, right? I want to bring in a fresh set. You know what I mean? I want to bring in a fresh set of eyes, fresh set of ears, fresh set of, a fresh mouth. You know what I mean? Pause on what you thinking. Don't think that. I don't float like that. Fresh perspective. I'll take out the mouth part. Fresh perspective. You know what I mean? Spoken by 2 new guys. So I want to start with our boy Phil. Phil, can you please give me 5 things? If you can, give me 5 things that you would like to see improve over the next, week or 2 that will make this team just that much better of a football team.
Interior pass rush, edge containment, linebacking depth and coverage, utilization of all weapons on offense. That's 4, right?
That's 4.
And
you don't have to have 5.
I do.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out which one do I want to keep as the 5th. And I would say tighter press coverage.
Okay. All right. I you know what? Everything that you just ran off, I can really agree with as well. Mine yesterday, if I can remember, y'all know I smoke. If I can remember, I had tackling. I didn't like the tackling. I felt like it could have been better.
Always be better.
Quarterback play. I felt like he just needs to slow down a little bit. Not for that. Look, people say, "Oh, he did great." Well, whenever a quarterback throws an interception that he didn't have to throw, it pisses me the fuck off. I'll just be honest with you. It pisses me off. He didn't have to throw that. Truthfully, he didn't have to throw that. I like when quarterbacks take chances, but I like when quarterbacks take chances that will favor them versus hurt them. You know what I mean? And that was a choice he made, and it hurt him. Ooh, Aaron Rodgers confirmed Achilles tear. Breaking news. It has been confirmed. He has torn his Achilles. Aaron Rodgers is done with football. He will not play in the NFL again. He is done. That was his last game. His last game just so happened to be in New York. And he was enjoying himself all year, too. He was enjoying himself all off season. He was enjoying that New York lifestyle, man. I saw him. He had a smile on his face and everything. So I had tackling, quarterback play, play calling. I felt like the play calling could have been just a little bit better. I feel like there are situations where you should be running the ball and you're not. You know what I mean? I would like to see that fixed. I would like to see that get addressed. You know what I mean? I would like for them to fix that just a little bit. My other thing was the run blocking. I felt like our run blocking wasn't quite up to the level that it was last year. You know, really didn't like that at all. And then I think my last and final was I think what was my last one? Shit. It'll come to me. Twuan, let me get 5 things that you felt like we should work on in order to get better over the next week or two.
Don't lose what your bread and butter is in regards to the offensive line. I and the reason why I say that is because I feel like our bread and butter all last year was running the ball. We were really strong at running the ball, and for some reason that was gone. Josh Jacobs was trying to pull magic out of his hat. The other thing is, I think they needed. I think a lot of the woes too came from not being conditioned from our key players, and the players that we were expecting to do things on the field. They just weren't conditioned. So that's something that definitely stuck out to me. Another thing that interior, and I've been. It seems like I've been preaching this since the get. People were so happy with our D tackles and very poor, to say the least. I'm just not happy with that. And it looked like, and this is maybe this is me. They were forcing it to Myers, you know what I'm saying, without trying to look at other guys. Where was Renfro? Where was the tight end? You know what I'm saying? They can't get in the game. So is that, I'm not sure if that was the coaching play calls, which that's another issue, because our at the goal line we decided to act like Pete Carroll, and that shouldn't have been the situation. We got the best. I don't care how good he was or how bad he was playing that game, but you have the last year's top rusher and you can't give him a look in the red zone. Play calling should be better.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I felt like he should have got some looks, but I look for that to improve because it's Josh Jacobs' first game. He just got back last week. You know what I mean? He ain't really had no real contact. You know, they ain't really letting him get hit in practice. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep him right. You know what I mean? I think really more than anything, because me and Phil, I called Phil earlier, you know what I mean, to set up the show, and I always have, you know, great conversations with my brother. You know what I mean? It's one of the reasons I rock with him, because Phil keeps it real. You know, Phil keeps it real. That's gonna be one of the t-shirts for N1. Phil keeps it real. You know what I mean? And he asked me a question. You know what I mean? He asked me a question about Josh Jacobs. And I think we both see it. I think other people see it too. Josh Jacobs looks like a beast this year. He really looks like a fucking beast.
Huge.
You know what I mean?
Huge.
Still small in stature, still got speed. But when you look at him,
yeah,
nothing about that man looks small,
bro.
No,
he's just small in stature, bro, and I mean in height wise. But other than that, this brother looks like he's been in the gym every day.
Every day.
Ain't missed a day.
Not one. Not a second workout either.
Man, bro, I'm like,
Dudes is bouncing off of him. If you go back and watch that tape a second time, you'll watch dudes are bouncing off of, running up to him and just being flung off of him. Whole body momentum, just slinging him like a slingshot.
Bro, I was thoroughly surprised at the way he was just shrugging people off.
Yeah.
And then I actually saw him give a guy a stiff arm. And when I saw the reaction of the dude who got the arm, I was like, bro, what are you benching these days?
And why didn't he? That goes back to what I was saying. Why didn't even we give him a look in that situation? And maybe, hey, even if it was,
you 100%, 200% right. Because when you got that 1st and 1 on the goal line, he getting that ball 3 straight times.
We decided to try and throw it
3 straight and drop the ball as soon as you hiked it.
I'm trying to figure out if that snap was supposed to be a run. Because he looked like he was trying to He looked like he was trying to come out quick. He looked like a Catholic. You know what I mean? He was trying to do the pull-out game. You know what I mean? He looked like he was Catholic, bro. You know, they don't believe in no protection.
No.
They don't believe in no condoms, bro. You know, they gotta have spectacular pull-out game.
Immaculate.
His looked like it was a little early. It's like a little early.
It's a little bit.
A little early.
Yeah. Just a tad bit too early, bro.
He was pulling out on Juwan Taylor time.
Man.
Hey, you know it's crazy though, like and as crazy as that situation is, and as hard as I've been on this player that I'm about to say, if they felt like Josh Jacobs wasn't physically ready to take on the goal line situation, why didn't they let Bolden go in there and at least try to just run it up the middle?
Well, Bolden had ball security issues. If you remember the absolute first play of the game when he had the ball wrapped up in both hands without anybody touched him and just went ahead and flung it up to the other team. That was enough for me to be worried.
He probably was on timeout.
What's that?
Hey, Raider Paul, you know
I said he probably was on timeout,
bro. He was saying y'all wanted Rodgers. You know, now everybody yelling Jimmy G. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I don't mean to speak for everybody on the panel, but I believe everybody up here on this panel right now was against getting Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying. Now, them other shows that you may watch, they may have been screaming some Aaron Rodgers. But I don't know anyone in the M1 network that are content creators that was saying get Aaron Rodgers. I don't know one.
Not with the coaching.
I know all of us over here was against getting Aaron Rodgers simply because of that price tag, his age, and the possibility of him not being able to finish the season, which the Jets signed on to do, and that's what they got.
Or only finishing this season.
Or only finishing this season and being done.
Did your life slightly flash in front of you when we saw 10 on the ground?
Yeah. Because I was right there with these Jets fans. I was just like, oh my Lord. The first hit he takes, it's over. But when you go back, but I seen somebody ask me about Tyree, and we'll get to him in a minute. But if you go back and you look at the shit that Denver pulled, Denver was out there pulling a lot of dirty shit. That hit that Jimmy took on the ground, he was already on the ground, and if you look at it, dude dove over him and hit him in the back. Second time, dude takes 3 steps and then puts a helmet in his ribs. The shot, Devontae got caught with a clean one, which was probably about the cleanest shot out of all of them. But when he caught that 4th down and 1, and turned around and got waylaid, that one was aimed at his head too. So Denver was out headhunting, and rumor has it there may or I let me walk that back because I understand the audience of your shows, Dyrti. So I'm gonna hold off on that one. But
no, don't hold off on anything. Speak your mind, brother.
No,
whatever it is you got to say, say. My audience can handle it. My audience are big. They're big men and women. You know what I mean? They can handle it.
Well, they may be filing a grievance with the league on that. Especially, yeah. And I was gonna say, somebody tried to break Jimmy's ankle, Josh Jacobs' ankles, and that shot with Jacoby was 100% dirty.
Well, you got a dirty coach, bro. Your head coach is a dirty coach. He has a reputation for being a dirty coach. He was suspended for being a dirty coach.
Yeah.
You would like to think that that's not the case, but you know
what I saw.
I'm just saying you would hope that's not the case, but
yeah,
I know what we all saw. Yeah, and the problem was there was no flags.
Nope. Oh, well, no, we did get the flags. But at the same time, you tried to injure the quarterback twice. My man over here just took a nap on the field, and you got a guy who's over here just still playing, no problem. Like if that was in college, he'd have been out the game for the next 2 weeks.
Well, I think I spoke too early because unfortunately with Myers being out, I guess Jimmy G is now going to be forced to throw it to everybody else.
He's not out yet. He's in protocol. So it really is a question of how well he bounces back. Yeah. And because so him being on the road is not going to help. It would be more likely that he would play if he was at home. But we'll see. I'm not going to rule it out. You've seen people come back. You would think that in this day and age, when somebody takes a nap on the field, you want to hold them out at least a week to make sure they're good. Yeah. But I was curious to see what his role would be because we didn't see much of him. And I'd heard about him and how good he could be and what he did. And I mean, he was cooking dude. I mean, let's just get that straight right now. He was cooking dude. Well, old buddy over there with 27 was getting all of it. All he could handle and some.
He's in a dream situation. You know what I'm saying? He came from the Patriots. He was the number one receiver over there. And then, now he's over here and he's going against number twos, you know what I'm saying? The number two, corner, but also because of the I call it the DA effect. Mm-hmm. He's able to eat. So I've been looking forward to seeing this type of situation where you have, obviously we know DA. For me, I feel like DA is is the best wide receiver in the game, and then you have somebody that is, I consider it also could be a number one in his own right. You know what I'm saying, on the other side. So it is very interesting, but I still want to see more spreading the ball. You know what I'm saying? Make it hard on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Don't have them just knowing that we're just going to go to Jacoby Myers and that's it.
No, I definitely get it, and it's going to be one of those things because now we get the benefit of hindsight moving forward and stacking on what we've seen today versus what we saw yesterday and today going into this, because now that this game is finally over, the Jets and the Bills went to overtime, and the Jets play a physical brand of football, and I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that Buffalo is going in the tank and is going to be all beat up, but for the first full game of the season, you're normally a little sore than you would be for the rookie because you got to work up that callus and all of that good stuff. But we get Buffalo on a short week after overtime. Granted, it's at their house, but you can't have everything.
Yeah.
The Raiders are in good position to build off what they did last week. So they're in good position to take advantage of Buffalo, who fought a war, lost a war. It's not going to be easy. They're definitely going to have to play a lot prettier than they did and contain and tackle well, because they got Buffalo runs a ton of draws and delays from the gun, and if the Raiders linebackers aren't up to snuff, it's going to be a long day for the middle of that defense, especially when you're not able to generate the interior pressure that the Jets did, which is going to be a huge disadvantage for the Raiders.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think our D line is definitely going to be, tested, in this situation, because I just watching Josh Allen and the stuff that he does in the pocket, and how he can easily leave the pocket and is not scared of contact. He's gone, so we definitely need to key in on that. I don't know who will have that kind of spy assignment or whatever the situation may be, but we definitely need to keep an eye on that, because if you let him, he'll run. You know what I'm saying? He'll run all game. He'll run all game on you and get a sip of Gatorade and come back in
and give it right back to you.
Once Josh Jacobs gets his feet, once he gets his bearings going, you know what I mean? I think he'll be exactly the running back that we saw last year, if not better.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be a tad bit faster. He definitely looks stronger than he was last year. He looks like he's ready to carry that load, that 300 plus touches, you know what I mean, like he did last year. He definitely looked like he's in shape to do that. So I think his bad play really had to do with him knocking the rust off in this game. I think against Buffalo, I think it's going to be tough for them to stop him. I really do, regardless of what the offensive line does. Josh Jacobs very rarely gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He very rarely gets tackled for losses. So maybe 1 a game, 2 a game, maybe. You know what I mean? But for the most part, he breaks the line of scrimmage and he gets something. So I look forward to that.
I see a lot of people in the chat talking about how bad Josh Allen played, but you have to also give credit to the people on the other side, because that Jets defense ain't no joke.
Nope.
I apologize for camming down real quick. I want to say I apologize for camming down. My drink and my medication didn't mix well. I took my meds at the hospital earlier today. I thought they would have been out the system by now, but I made me a drink. They didn't mix well. They didn't mix well.
Okay. Well, so you gonna float away?
Man, I was in a zone for a second, bro. I was in look, I'm telling you, bro, I'm coming back now, bro, but I was in the zone for a second where I was like, hold on.
Hey, me and Phil was gonna keep it rolling. We know how to do that, man.
Yep.
But yeah, that and I know, and I know we're supposed to be talking about the Broncos, but that game of recent is, yeah. Don't try to compare Josh Allen's performance to how we gonna play them, because their defense is leaps and bounds
better
from what our defense is. So if you want to make comparisons, you better factor in that Jets defense and and how our defense looks.
I saw a couple questions. One, I'll try to address them in order. So about Tyree Wilson, I was talking to this about with one of my other guys in the Raider Ramble chat about how it is that he hesitates at the line of scrimmage, almost like he's either not seeing. It looks like a combination of he's not watching the ball be snapped, he's moving with the lineman, or he's looking at the snap and is taking longer to process. I don't have an answer as definitive answer as to why it is that everybody's moving and he's still in his stance, because it's not an explosion problem, because whenever he chooses to get it going, he gets it going. But it's just that whenever the ball gets hiked, it's just he doesn't get off of the ball.
Do you think that might be a situation where he just doesn't know, like, understand his assignment, where it might be a situation where it's like legit pass rush versus, set the edge, contain situation?
No, because the defensive ends pinch. And they're doing it on almost every play. If you look at them, they're line outside of the tackle and then pinch in, or get a rush up the field a little bit and then pinch in to close the gap. And I get it. I'm not a fan of it, but I get it. But when you're running the type of the light linebacker box that they do, you kind of have to. Because you kind of have to have the bigger guy fill in the interior gap and give the quicker guy an opportunity to get out there. Okay, then I think let's see if I can. No, I can't, because this ain't my. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, sweet. Hold on.
I'm just trying to make, like, and I saw that too. And also it was asked in the press conference too, like, hey, I noticed that Tyree is kind of sputtering, or whatever the situation is when it comes to him getting off the line. And it's like, okay, maybe as a rookie, maybe he's not fully understanding what the assignment is, or where's the lapse.
Yeah, you got to fire. He's got a problem with pad level, and I won't say a problem. But when he's fully at his best, when he's fully as good as he can be, said he'll take his big body, and his big body will come straight across the line. His hands will come first, catch underneath, and it'll be like a coiled snake strike, and it'll be quick, it'll be powerful, and it'll be completely overwhelming to the blocker in front of him. As it stands right now, he's slow off the ball, and his first step is straight up. And at 6'6", he's too tall to be standing straight up, no matter how long his arms are.
Salute to everybody in the chat, man. But this is another player where I'm looking at it like, you know what? I'm gonna cut him a little slack in this first game.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't go through the whole offseason training. You know what I mean? He's not fully up to speed. He's just getting his bearings back. He ain't played in a while. He's coming off that surgery. He's coming off that foot. He still got to get loose. You know what I mean? He still got to learn this game too. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. He still got to learn this game too. Look, I get nervous when players fly out the box and, you know what I mean, they're having instant success, because a lot of times you don't see it the following year. And then you don't see it the year after that either. It's like they had all the fire and the success in the first year until they got tape on it. And once they get tape on you, then you know what I mean, you seem to be null and void at that point in time. I'm more like the players who don't really succeed all that much to start out, but continuously get better and better and better. And no matter how much amount of tape you get on it, they still hit the gym. They still learn something new every year. They still get better. So this year, he might not have a lot in the repertoire. So the tape you watch on him, you'll be like, oh, if you just do this, you do this, you do this. But over the offseason, he learned a couple of things like Max Crosby did. You know what I mean? And then he come into that following year and he's better. Because the tape that you watched, oh, well, I didn't know he could do that. Yeah, because you didn't see it on tape. I don't need all my players to just jump out of the box instantly. What I need him to do is be good for the long haul. Right?
I'm with you, dog,
You're
too.
building.
I want instant success. I want instant, sustained, continued success.
I don't want instant gratification.
You at the position that you drafted him at, you absolutely do want instant gratification.
I put it like this, man. Please forgive me for what I'm getting ready to say, but I put it like this.
Oh,
if you pay for a piece of ass, are you trying to bust a quick nut or are you trying to get your money worth?
Said if you're paying for a piece of ass, you're paying because you don't believe you could get it without paying.
I'm talking about a professional. I'm talking about a professional worker, bro. If you're paying for a professional worker, right? You're paying for the, you know what I mean? What are you paying for? 25 seconds or 35 minutes? Just saying. If you're throwing money away, let me know. I could definitely use some money if you're throwing money away. We ain't going to exchange the same favors, but you know what I mean? If you're throwing money away, let me know. But if you're looking to invest, holla at me too. You know what I mean? If you're looking to invest, then holla at me there. You know what I mean? I see you can be on either side of the card. It's your choice.
I see both sides. I you know, and the reason why I say it like that is because I would love to see him just get out there and flash and keep flashing and whatever, but you know, it's kind of like the same thing with Aiden O'Connell. Like I rather that be the long haul, then we ain't got to worry about it, you know, type of situation. And I think like you said, I agree with you. Like I'm kind of giving him the pass. You know, of course there's things to look at, but I give him the pass because again, he hasn't been on the field, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's been in, you know, the elevation and everything else that plays into that. Like, is he really conditioned to behave in, you know what I'm saying, the way that we expect him to fully be out there? I think that was another reason why we saw Tillery on the outside, you know what I'm saying, because that there was something that was needed on that side.
Look, I got faith that the kid is gonna pan out and be something good, man.
Yeah, I do too. There's too much to work with. Don't get me wrong, but when I look at draft positioning and look at what you got. When you draft a guy that high, you're supposed to be getting a bona fide stud. It's a crapshoot ultimately, but when you look at physical traits, he's incredible. You couldn't find a more gifted guy physically. He needs a lot of coaching though. He needs a lot of coaching.
My boy Chuck the Jedi, what's good with you, man? Hashtag Raider Nation for life. What it do? Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, we don't salute over here anymore. We don't use the word salute. That's the new salute right there. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know, we'll show you right there. That's the new salute right there over here. You know what I mean? We do a hashtag Raider Nation for life. What it do? You know what I mean? That's what we doing over here now. We gotta be different. Gotta be different from everybody else, man. That's what I thrive myself on. He says right here, you know, Tyree is an elite developmental player. Khalil Mack didn't get going in his rookie season until week 13. Now, Khalil Mack was also a first-round pick. He was number 4 overall, just 3 spots higher, right? So, you know, if I'm telling you, this kid will get going, you know what I mean, this season. I'm not expecting like I said, I'm not really expecting him to just jump out the box, bro. I don't expect that of any player, man. I expect players to get their bearings, find out where they fit, learn things about this game, apply them to them, and have success, longevity success, not short, intermediate success. You know what I mean? So I I can be patient. You know what I mean? I'm being patient as I possibly can because, I mean, I could rip this team a new asshole for only winning by 1 point when you had opportunities to win by a couple of touchdowns. But a win is a win at this point.
Facts.
The crazy thing about it is, you know what I mean? This is the type of game that we was losing last year. You know, we were losing these type of games. We was finding a way to give it away. Anything and everything that we could do, we was doing it last year to give these games away. We didn't do that. We didn't do that yesterday. I can live with that. I like that. I can appreciate that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be patient with our young rookie guys. I'm being patient with Jacorian Bennett. You know, I'm being extremely patient with him too. I wasn't thoroughly impressed with his game. I liked his game, but I wasn't like give him a gold star or nothing like that. Gold star for Marcus. None of that going on. You know what I mean? There wasn't none of that. So I expect better from him. I know he'll be better, you know, but I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be patient because I know from what I saw yesterday, I know yesterday's game is probably gonna be the worst game we play all year.
You think so?
I definitely believe that will be one of the worst games they play. Yes.
I think it's gonna be the worst game we play all year.
Yeah, there'll be another game where some shit happens.
Yeah, with shit happening and just flat out like, hey, look, you know what? You kind of dropped the ball.
We got a long season, y'all.
Yeah, so we got a long season. Shit is going to happen. I guarantee it.
Trust me.
I'm pretty sure you're right, but I'm hoping
because the hero. If you think, you know, I'm trying to think about the hero of this game. But check me out though. The hero of this game, Mr. Jacoby Myers, was also the hero of the game against the Patriots when it was for the team.
Yeah, he is the one who threw that.
Some shit can happen at any moment, and some shit.
Hey, the only person that stayed consistent was Illuminor.
Man, y'all gonna leave Illuminor alone, man. Y'all fucking with us. Y'all keep fucking with Illuminor, man. He ain't gonna get any better.
Hey, he never fail you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get you one.
He definitely gonna at least get you one. He's definitely at least gonna get you one. Tell me something, fellas, because we're getting ready to roll up out of here shortly. You know what I mean? I try not to be in too long. What are you looking forward to this week?
More football. Improved football. I want to see. I want to see them build on what they did. I can't really. There's not really a whole lot that I could point at to the offense and say that they did badly. There are timely penalties, obviously, but for the most part, like I've seen in the chat all day, the line gave up no sacks. I think that as a whole, the run blocking was stronger on the right side than it was on the left, and we definitely got to get our through the hole and stop foot chopping and keep it going. But the other thing to counter the point that you made earlier, Twuan, was that Denver made it a point of emphasis all off season long to stop Josh Jacobs. And as the NFL's leading rusher, that is going to be the attention that he receives everywhere. The largest issue that I had on offense was the fact that they did not stretch the field vertically one time.
Yeah.
That is going to come back and bite them in the ass. If it does not happen this week, it will happen soon.
Now, Phil, I'm gonna ask you a question because I'm just trying to how many times do we run play action?
A lot.
Okay.
which is fine. But they're running play action and out of max protect, which means you only have 2 routes. And none of the guys that they had on the field were the burners. You want to have some burn. Now that was the way they chose to run it. A lot of times you saw they went with the extra big tight end set because Michael Mayer, though he was lauded for his blocking, has had his struggles in the pros. He's going to take his lumps, and eventually, hopefully, he will get better as well.
Agreed.
But they when they go spread, you gotta get up the field, because you're going to start seeing defenders sink into that 5 to 10 yard range and just sit.
Yeah, Ray Love, I'm not mad that the Raiders won at all, bro. I'm definitely not mad at that. I'm just asking for what are the things we can fix to make us a better, more complete team. Because if we're going to run up against teams that can actually punish us for some of the mistakes that we made, Denver wasn't able to do that. So I'm just trying to figure out, pinpoint these mistakes, get them worked out so we don't have any issues in the future for losing football games. Not in any way, shape, or form is anybody up here mad that the Raiders won. I'm happy to be in first place in the AFC West. Thrilled, ecstatic, bro. Trust me. But we're just trying to have a conversation to say, hey, look, this team's not perfect. It's not 100% complete. These are some of the small things that they need to work on. You know what I mean? We gave flowers last night, truthfully. You saw the show. You know what I mean? I gave flowers last night. I did. I gave flowers tonight. But I'm just saying, these are just little small things that we see that we want to get fixed. A lot of it didn't even really fall on us. A lot of it was officiating. I can say it. I don't work for the NFL. A lot of the shit had to do with the officiating and the lack of calls that were being made. So, which forces our players to do certain things, and then we get the flag for it, and they don't.
Oh, I did get a chance to.
KC had to go to Twan's channel just to watch the show. you can shoot all the arrows you want, bro, but y'all lost to the Lions. Kick rocks, bro.
But in terms of good that we saw, like I said, number one good, Jacoby Myers was impressed, and he's going to be desperately needed for this team because he's gonna get full. He's going to eat a lot, because a lot of people have brought up what went on with Hunter Renfrow. I'm still in the process of watching the game myself. I need to get my hands on the all 22 so that I can change the view. But he was bracketed a lot, inside and outside. And so they essentially game planned him out of the game. And that's all that comes back to what Twuan was saying about better coach and have a better game plan so that you can see what's happening and make adjustments off of that. One of the best things about Jimmy will also be one of the worst, and that's his quick release, quick decision making will prevent him from holding the ball long enough for Hunter to do his thing.
Dang. He also don't hold the ball long enough to go through progressions either. He might go read 1, read 2, but he's not going to 3 and 4.
Because I don't want nobody. I don't want people. I don't want people. Go ahead, Phil.
I was going to say, on a positive note, Jimmy's running with the football and getting the yards when it counts. Because even in the first run, I was thinking that there was no way he was going to make it. He cut up field and he made sure he got it. And like Josh Jacobs said, any man that's willing to go out there and put himself on the line in order to get it done, you can't do nothing but respect it.
Yeah. I want people, I don't want people to get twisted, I think we're all happy that we won, but I think our sights are all for playoffs and Super Bowl. So, you know, if we're looking at this team that we just played, I think the census was that we identified this team as being the bottom of our division. If we barely beat them by 1 point and play like that against a team that we expect to be on the bottom of the division, we need to expect better. We need to look for better. We need to, you know, identify what are the things that need to be improved, because if we're resulting to bottom of the barrel type of division play, that ain't playoffs. That ain't Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when we, again, next week we're playing the Bills? That's a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? You can keep going down the list of all the playoff teams we have to play. So if we play like that, it might be tough sledding. So that's why we're having these conversations. It's not that we're you know, bashing the win. We love that we got the dub, but if our sights are Super Bowl, we got to be better.
And I think Joel E said it best right here. It's okay to have high standards, and I'll say this, and I'll let the host do his thing. For number one, perhaps maybe just maybe it's time to give Denver some credit. Now they got back to an offensive style of play that was what won Super Bowls for Russell Wilson, and with the talent that they had, they gave us hell. And if you go back and watch that game, you tell me how many opportunities the defense gave our offense. You're talking about they made sure that our two top threats did not beat them, that we had to find another one, and he beat them. Had he caught that other pass in the end zone, you're talking about he had 3 touchdowns on the day, and he single-handedly killed the Broncos while they were so focused on stopping Devontae and Josh, because that's going to be the story going forward for the next 17 games, is teams are going to make sure that Devontae and Josh do not beat them. Because if Devontae and Josh beats them, that means we're looking at something we haven't seen in a very long time, gentlemen. That's called the blowout.
Good.
And if
game plan to take DA out of the game. I saw that.
Yeah, and everybody's not going to be able to do that. Rick Surtain was on his shit yesterday, and he got away. He got away with some real handsy play, but he also played well and took it to DA. Call it spade a spade. He brought it to him.
Brian Daboll got his ass whooped last night by the fucking Cowboys, man. It was pitiful.
Whew, they looked up at pitiful. They wanted to be pitiful. That was honestly, that was a waste of everybody's time. That was a waste of 3 hours. You ain't getting that.
I think if the NFL knew that was going to be the outcome, bro, they wouldn't even make that Sunday night game.
Nope, they'd have flexed that.
They'd have flexed the shit out of that game.
They'd have told Washington to start playing again just so they could have something to change the game.
Shit, they'd have flexed our game into that spot. At least it was close.
Hey,
right?
That shit was bang. Chuck, that shit was embarrassing last night, bro. Straight up. That was just god awful football last night.
Yeah, that was on every level.
Do you guys
turn the game? I won't lie to you. I turned the game off in the first quarter, and then I said, "Oh, this shit is over, bro."
No, when I looked at it and I saw it was like 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, and it was 26-9. What the hell?
I was like, "This ain't a game worth watching, bro. I'm tired." I've been watching good football all day. I'm not gonna end the night on shitty ass football.
To be honest with you, I stayed and watched it because I wanted to actually see if they was actually going to score. And they didn't. I was like, man, they got to at least get 3. I knew they was gonna lose, but I'm like that. Like for me, I'm like, dude, like please, can you guys get some kind of point on the board? Like I know you guys gonna lose, but don't come out here with zip. Don't leave this game with zip.
When they started when I seen them miss, I think one of the first field goals, I was like, oh, they going out like this. It's about to be sad.
Yeah.
But the good news is that when you get beat that bad, you don't even watch the tape. You just burn that shit, forget about it, and say, we're gonna try this, we're gonna start over.
Facts.
Because there was absolutely nothing positive that could be gained from watching this tape again. Because every man to a T failed miserably, almost as bad as they did in Pittsburgh. I think I think that was my largest disappointment of the week. I was like, damn, Pittsburgh ain't gonna be shit this year.
What's going on, Joe?
And they gonna blame Mike Tomlin, and it's not gonna be his fault because his quarterback is cheeks.
They shit the bad. Hey, look, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't impressed with Baltimore either.
So
that's been a cakewalk for them.
The only reason why I say that it shouldn't be is because I know DeMeco Ryans coaches the hell out of some defense. I can guarantee you Houston's defense is going to be in the neighborhood of top 10 by the end of this season. I guarantee it.
They actually got some decent players over there too. Like their roster ain't that bad.
No, especially on defense.
Well, I mean, J.K. Dobbins again goes down first week of the season. Again. But, hey, you know what? It's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about us. Everybody up here is thrilled that the Raiders got to win, especially over the Broncos. You know what I mean? We sit alone at the top of the AFC West after week 1. Being 1-0, the only team in the division with a win. Now, we just got to hold on to it. You know what I mean? You at the top of the ladder, but you want to stay there. In order to stay there, some things have to be addressed. And I believe we addressed those things in this show tonight. I expect for the Raiders to get better and to continue to go out there and defeat these teams week in and week out. I know it is 1 week at a time. I am not going to be I won't lie to you. I didn't see the game tonight. I was in ER. I was in the emergency room. I have pain that, you know what I mean, in my left leg. Anyways, long story short, I got to go to an ortho surgeon, basically. I got to go to an ortho surgeon about my leg, and that's not going to be fun. I already know the recovery time. If they have to open it up or whatever, minimum 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Minimum 6 weeks. So I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to enjoy it at all. My knee and my hip. You know what I mean? It's my knee and my hip. So I tore something. You know. Yeah. So it sucks. It sucks for real. But I'm still gonna watch every game. I'm still gonna be here on YouTube. I'm still gonna bring you the best content I could possibly bring you. Tonight I brought you 2 excellent guys with points of views. And my brother Phil Robinson and Raider Twuan. I hope you guys appreciate it. What they had to say. I know you felt like maybe we weren't being happy or thrilled. Please don't get it misconstrued. We are Raider fans. We love winning. We enjoy the wins. We don't give a fuck if it's by 1 point or if it's by 200 points. We really don't care. A win is a win. But in order to sustain winning, you have to fix things that weren't so hot in that game. And I just wanted to address those things tonight. So I thank you, brothers, man. please let the people know where they can find you before we roll up out of here, because when we leave up out of here, I'm going to leave them with the song of the day one more time. For those who didn't catch the beginning of the show, they can get the song of the day at the end. So, Twuan, man, tell the people what you got going on, when's your next show, and where they can find you, man.
So Raider Twuan on YouTube, definitely come over and quit playing with yourself. Subscribe. If you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG at Twuan, TWUAN, TWUAN. My next show is most likely going to be Thursday. I'm actually going fishing tomorrow, so I will not be going live tomorrow. But you guys definitely stay tuned, because throughout, starting from this week, moving on, you know what I'm saying, health due to health situations, I will actually be doing 2 videos and at least 2 lives a week. So definitely expect for that to be a pretty much a constant schedule. And then, of course, I might have some random things going on. So definitely click the notification bell, because I do go live at random. So thank you guys so much.
Yes, sir. Philly Phil.
I got to get to writing. I got to do a recap of this game that just passed, focusing on Devontae, focusing on Marcus Peters. I also will be going live either on my show either tomorrow or Wednesday, and looking to see when I should have my weekly guest on. But that's what I got going. Look for me, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Just my name, Phil Robinson III.
For sure. I wanna thank my two brothers. I also want to thank Dyrti Raider for being here, D Menace, Alfredo, Ray Love, Pyro, Charles Washington, Dyrti Raider, All Eyes on G, Raider Paul, Charm City, Jesse Cardenas, Terrence. Who else we have in the building? Did I say Ray Love? If I didn't, I'll say it again, Ray Love. I know we had Raider Gabe is in the building, so I appreciate. Thank you, Raider Gabe, for being here. Chuck the Jedi, thank you. Team Gang, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Nightbot, thank you for being on your toes, doing your thing. Appreciate you for real. Alfredo, I said Alfredo right. I want to make sure I get everybody. Charm City, yeah. We got Charles Washington, yeah. Robert Pena, thank you for being here. Casper, thank you. James Furpo, thank you for being here. What else we got in the building, man? Hey, look, if I miss you, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm scrolling through the chat to see all that was here, all that typed in. Thank you for being here. Everybody who put something in. Joe L.E. was good. Thank you for being here, man. For any and everybody that typed in the chat. And for those who didn't type in the chat, man, thank you. I appreciate you. I have a treat for you. It's something new that I'm doing every show. There's a song of the day. For every show that I do, there's going to be a song of the day. Today's song of the day is by Akeem Ali. It is Water, featuring T.I. and the franchise. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you like it. And this is how we'll end the show. As I always tell you, 50 billion things on YouTube. You know what I mean? The fact that you allowed me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated, more than me and my panel can verbally express. We truly, truly thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And as always, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation, YouTube. Fuck who hates you. Who fucking loves you? We out.
It's my steez on beam, it's sicker than gangrene. That's that water. It just be high faded, some of them dehydrated, think they need some water. Ooh, jumping in that motherfucking water. Some of them dehydrated.
Pimpin' perpendicular, cool as an air conditioner. Authentic original, made bought with the partition up. Venetian architecture, speaking Spanish in Valencia. Bring the big picture to life and fucking Da Vinci. 2 players, savoir faire, the damage. Drip purer than the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Get you out that photo Honda, up a couple commas. Put it on her, make her wanna be a baby mama. See, first the admiration, lead to flirtations. These skirts race. I run faster, cause I know if they catch me, they skirts race. She know I'm liquid. Watch it activate their aquatics. Tell them I got no intentions in staying. I'm being honest. She make us out to comments. I go to leave, she go to pulling on me. Baby, like too short. If it ain't right for you, don't waste a minute on it. Cut running over, let me get it on you. Ain't on my type of time, I'ma get to getting on you. Get this wholesome.
Bitch, my steez on beam, it's sicker than gangrene. That's that water. Bitches be high faded, some of them dehydrated. Think they need some water. Jumping in that motherfucking water. Some of them dehydrated. Water.
Chisel. Tell her dive in, swim, I can hydrate psoriasis, so your dry skin. You can check the drip I provide, how my ride glide in. You wouldn't have seen this at a movie drive-in with wide lens. Elevated, this was written in black and white. Segregated, hella faded, sip Cadillacs till something get escalated. Prayed it, manifested it, fasted, even meditated. So sending me with that same energy as if I never made it. We came from poverty, 9 niggas owning property, but still got homies living as villains committing robberies. And I can't wait to tell them retire from home invasion and put the mask away like a pandemic vaccination. You getting jealous, all while your bitch develop a fetish. Your best to get her before I steal her. Jerome Bettis, real recognize real and you looking real prosthetic. This that top tier dressing like vinaigrette over lettuce. This that
water. Bitch, my steez on beam, it's sicker than gangrene. That's that water. Bitches be high fatty, some of them dehydrated. Think they need some water. Jumping in that motherfucking water. Some of them dehydrated.
I got sauce over my asses, can't be breaded like a baguette. I'm still dripping flavor packets. My bitch skin complexion khaki. She ain't freaky, then I delete her. Cause hella freeze if he beat her. A vegan in the streets, but between the she a meat eater. Ooh, I got my own steez, I don't follow that. The bottles get popped until niggas wasted like a Grand Theft Auto deal. I got bitches on 2 arms. Spill it, go, this my true form. Tell them don't stop and pop that pussy until it's lukewarm. My swag on rigor mortis, I'm half dead. Bitches look at Ali and see food, so we get it cracking like crab legs. I'm on another wave, shifting shit is dripping like butter glaze. And still at the top of these niggas' necks like some struggle braids. My whole style on dope, I'm taking meds. Even handicapped bitches be trying to shoot, they shot at me. I tell them break a leg. Hey, this these talk, she could drag on like Komodo. They have to flock, this shit just came out the box like a hobo. This that
water.